Hi, my name is Shelby Bonner, and May is Myositis Awareness Month. Myositis, there are several types of myositis. It's a group of rare autoimmune diseases. Every type of myositis causes weakening of the skeletal muscles. Usually, first you feel it in your shoulders and in your thighs. For me, the first sign of my myositis was actually my fingers. I developed Raynaud's phenomenon, which is when your fingers turn white and numb when they get cold, and then also my cuticles became red and inflamed. Pretty quickly after that, the muscle weakness started, but around the same time that the muscle weakness started, I got a series of minor illnesses. I had the flu, and then strep, and then a sinus infection, and then bronchitis. So that kind of masked my symptoms for a while. I knew I felt terrible, but I didn't really know why. It wasn't until I showed my fingers to a doctor that she said, "You have an autoimmune disease, and you need to see a rheumatologist." So from that point, it took about a year to get my diagnosis. Lots of tests, lots of medicines that didn't work, a couple different doctors, until I finally got my diagnosis of dermatomyositis. When I was at my worst with dermatomyositis, I was too weak to stand up out of chairs. A couple times, people at work had to literally pick me up out of chairs. I would fall sometimes, and I was too weak to pick myself back up. So my boyfriend would pick me up like a rag doll, with my legs just kind of dangling. Whenever I would sit down anywhere or lay down to go to sleep, I didn't have the strength to shift around to a comfortable position, so I would just kind of like fall, and then wherever I fell, that's where I was going to be for the next several hours. I couldn't walk more than like 20 feet without becoming exhausted. Then I got my diagnosis of dermatomyositis. Since then, I've been taking several new medicines. I'm doing a lot better. I still have the symptoms of myositis. I still have fatigue. I still have joint pain. I still have muscle weakness, but they're so much reduced that I'm able to live my life normally. Myositis awareness is important because myositis is a rare disease. There's not a lot of research on what causes it. There's not a lot of research on how to treat it. It takes the average myositis patient 3.5 years to get a diagnosis because not all doctors recognize the symptoms. And in that time while you're waiting for a diagnosis, a lot of muscle damage can be done, and also a lot of damage to other organs. So myositis early detection saves lives. So thank you for watching, and have a good Myositis Awareness Month.